client comes up and says, I had these negative emotions about my parents. I've had them for most of my life, and now she's 50. It's causing her to feel, she believes it's causing her to feel sick because she gets angry all the time. So she's very short-tempered, gains a lot of weight, ruins her relationships with her husband and her daughter, or her son, both. And she wants to get rid of these negative emotions because she knows that it's impacting her life in a very bad way.
We talk about negative emotions. Yes, that's very important. Emotions. The reason she's feeling this way because emotions, negative emotions, all emotions are stored in the part of our mind. Here, I'll tell you what it is first. A store in the part of our mind that just show up, right? And the goal right now is to control them because they store in the part of the mind that just show up automatically, basically like a habit, right? To develop habit, you need to do something over and over again. And to get rid of a habit, that's what we're going to do, right? A habit also store in this part of the mind, right? You have a mind. We run what we store in our mind, like a computer. The computer run what is given in the software, right? So your mind, imagine your mind is like a software, right? And with the conscious mind, right? It's part of the conscious mind. Yeah, a mind has two parts: the subconscious and the conscious. Conscious part is when you are fully aware. You make critical decisions. You reject certain things. It's like someone who stands in the doorway, decide and reject, right? You conscious make choices with willpower. But there's all the other things in your life, like for example, emotions, feelings, habits, right? Your mind's like a computer, right? What is also stored in the software, right? So this is a conscious part of the mind, like a software that store everything that affect you, how you behave right now. So emotion and memories, right? Memories. Emotions are both positive and negative. Okay, so and there's other things too, your identity, who you are, and your body vital functions, meaning you don't need to use a lot of energy, willpower to have this show up. When you breathe, it just naturally, right? Breathe. Emotions, habits, when you wanted to remember something, it comes quickly. Remember a time in your past, 5 years ago, to 20 years ago, all those memories just pop out immediately. But that's automatic almost, right? So the reason you having negative emotions are something that you find it hard to control is because emotions are stored in this part of your mind, the subconscious part of the mind, right? So in order to change the emotions, you need to be able to have access to the subconscious part of the mind. In order to get access to the subconscious part of the mind, you need to be really relaxed. Why? Because most of the time we are consciously, we're always conscious, when we're always aware. The only part when your conscious mind is open is when you're asleep. You sleep. And some people when they're really drunk, and some people maybe even in a place where they just don't need to have filters, like people in a dancing around with music. Certain environment allow you to be so relaxed, where your conscious mind go for a break, and where everything in your subconscious mind shows up, right? So in order to get access to the subconscious part of your mind, is you must be in a really relaxed state. People call it meditation, or people call it imagination, right? During that moment is when you can go in and change certain events that cause you to have those negative feelings with your parent or friend or anyone cause you to feel negative about that experience, right? All emotions are stored in the subconscious part of the mind. Like against the earlier, positive and negative, right? We're human, we remember everything. And of course, we want to remember something that makes us feel good. I mean, literally, when you feel good, your body is in tune, you're healthier. Imagine people are not happy. What do their body look like? People get sick faster when they are not feeling the greatest. So that's what you have to do, is get into your subconscious part of the mind and change the emotions. In order to change the emotions, to make you feel better, you have to look at the memory and look at it differently. Somehow, that moment in your specific time, you look at it and you give it a meaning, something that's negative, right? Yes, at that moment. But because you want to feel better, you want to feel positive, you want to carry good emotions. So you have to give it a different meaning of that incident that happened, right? And how do you do that? Well, using clinical hypnosis, where we guide you into that relaxation state. And then we also use a few tools, few questions to ask you, so you come up with a positive meaning. And because of positive meaning, naturally you get a positive emotions. And because you have positive emotions in your subconscious part of your mind, you naturally feel better about that incident about your mom, right? Right now, you're feeling negative because you have a negative meaning for that time that your mom probably acted a certain way and make you feel differently. So good news is you can still have the chance right now to go back and change the meaning of the experience and get a different emotions again. Whatever in your subconscious mind affect how you feel now. So this is how you change your negative emotions about your mom, anyone. You can change. You cannot change the experience, but changing the emotions is something that you want right now.